Alright, today we'll do a quick video on how to change your rear differential fluid on your Genesis G70. This would also apply to the Kia Stinger since they're basically the same vehicle. My car is equipped with the limited slip LSD differential. The LSD rear differential, the factory recommended service change is actually, I think, only at 36,000 miles, which is pretty low. The standard non-LSD rear differential, I think, maybe 60,000 miles, a little bit longer. But LSD, it's recommended as early as 36,000 miles, and that's the factory recommendations, which generally tend to be on the later side, the early side. So definitely want to change the rear differential fluid in this car. The LSD holds, I believe, about 3 pints. I think the non-LSD holds 2.7 pints. Just get 2 quarts. It won't matter either way. I got the AMSOIL rear differential fluid. It's can be used on vehicles with LSD and non-LSD rear differential. It just has the LSD additive in it. This is it right here. The AMSOIL Severe Gear 75 weight 85. Like I said, it already has the LSD additive in it, but because I don't want to pay extra for shipping in case it doesn't work out, I did go ahead and order, when I ordered that, the AMSOIL slip lock limited slip additive. This is for if after you change your LSD fluid, if you end up with chatter, basically going around the corner and you hear like a chatter in the rear end, and those are those clutches that they're grabbing too much. They actually need to slip a little bit. So if that's the case, you would go and add some of this slip lock eliminate chatter additive. Now you say, well, why don't I go ahead and just put it in now? Well, if you have too much limited slip additive, which let's say this fluid already has some in it, if you have too much additive, what happens is you basically turn your limited slip differential into a non-limited slip differential. You have so much additive, the clutches will always slip and they'll actually never engage. So you don't want to overdo it. So just start the fluid that has LSD additive already in it, and if need be, add more. So quick video, like I said, let's get straight to it. I've already loosened the plugs. The fill plug is on your driver's side. I'm going to show it to you. Very important. Always remove your fill plugs before you ever remove a drain plug. Always take the fill plug out or get it loosened before you touch the drain plug. One of the biggest mistakes people make, they take the drain plug out, they drain their fluid, the fill plug for whatever reason is stuck, or they can't access it based on, because sometimes cars are just designed really stupid, and now you're screwed. You had a drivable vehicle, and now you don't. Take the fill plug before you ever touch the drain plug. So let me show you where that fill plug's at. I know it's dark, guys, but that is your fill plug. Let's say it's on the driver's side, kind of to the side where your shaft is at. There it is. It's a 24 millimeter, and if your vehicle is equipped with LSD, you're going to see on the bottom of here, you're going to see printed LSD oil. That's just to remind people, hey, you need to put LSD rated fluid in this differential. So if you don't see LSD in there and you're not sure, your vehicle probably doesn't have an LSD. So let's get to it. We know this is loosened, as you can see. It's at 24 millimeter. So let's get to the next part. All right, we're going to drain it. There's your drain plug. I already have it loosened. So I'm going to pull this out and we'll see what the fluid looks like, okay? Okay, she's about to come out. Oh, there she went. That is wet. It's thick. It is a cold day out, but I did drive this car to warm it up. I'm going to get some in this little yogurt cup here so y'all can see how dirty the fluid is. So I'm going to take this fill plug out, and what I'm hoping is she'll stop chugging like this. We can get some, yeah, there we go. Now it's just coming out. So we're going to let this drain, and we'll get to the next step. Well, that is some nasty looking stuff. All right, so she's draining out. Let's look at the difference. This has 29,000 miles on it. Yes, 29,000 miles on it. Looks like it's darker than some really strong espresso. That is very dark. This is a new fluid. 29,000 miles. New fluid. Imagine what happens when someone doesn't change their differential fluid. I think there's a reason why they recommend changing 36,000. Change your differential fluid. It probably won't fail on you if you do. Next thing I'll show you. This is the drain plug. There's a copper washer. Yes, they always recommend you replace the crush washers. Do I ever replace the crush washers? No, I do not. And have I ever had an issue? No, I have not. If you want to, order one. Now, how do you know the difference? Your drain plug is going to have a magnet. See that stuff? You can clean that off. The fill plug over there doesn't have a magnet. Drain plug has a magnet. Generally, the differentials, manual transmission, automatic transmissions, generally the drain plug generally does have a little magnet on it. This is to grab some of the metal flakes out of that fluid because these things don't have filters. So, hey. All right. So I'm going to clean this little magnet off with a paper towel so it's nice and clean with all that metal film on it. And then we're going to put this drain plug back in. What's the torque spec? Recommend between 36 to 50 foot-pounds. Yes, that's kind of a wide range, but it's 36 to 50 foot-pounds for your drain and fill plug. Make sure your darn washer's there. Very important. After I get the drain plug in, we're going to put the fluid in. All right, so we have our drain plug back in. I went ahead and I torqued it down to 45 foot-pounds. Like I said, it's between 36 and 50, 45 foot-pounds. I'm now going to fill it up. And these AMSOIL bags, basically take the cap off. There's a little foil. Take it off. You got this little thing over here. Cut it to whatever size hole you want. And you're designed to just be able to stick it up in a hole and squeeze this in. And you know it's full once the fluid starts to run out the fill plug. So I'm going to start, getting this fluid in. And I'll let y'all know if there's any issues with these bags or if there's something I have to do special to get this fluid in that differential. And then we'll go from there. So far, so good. Don't pay someone to do this. Do it yourself. All right. So we got it filled up. And what you're going to want to do is you basically fill it up until fluid starts to run out of it. Clean it off. Some more fluid runs out. Wipe it off. You're good to go. Torque that down to 36 foot-pounds. And that is that saying. See, it says LSD oil. That's how you know. All right. So let's recap. LSD, 36,000 miles. You saw how dirty the fluid is. It's a 24 millimeter socket. The torque spec is 36 to 50 foot-pounds. Take the darn fill plug out before you touch the drain plug. Make sure the washer's there. Clean the drain plug off of magnets. Put your fluid in. Torque it down 36 to 50 foot-pounds. Test drive the car. If you have an LSD, this chatter around quarters and rear differential, go ahead, jack up the car on the driver's side. Make sure you use a jack stand. Just take that fill plug out and add maybe half of that 4 ounces of slip locks. Put 2 ounces of that slip lock in there and see if it goes away. If you still have a little bit of chatter, go ahead and put the rest in. That's all there is to it. There's no need to pay anyone to do this. It's very easy. With these bags, basically, you don't need a pump or anything. You just grab them and you squeeze them. You can cut the hole to how open you want. And then when you're done, just consolidate the fluid between the two bags. Because with these bags, I found, depending on the angle, you may have maybe like 4 ounces or so of fluid caught up in the bag. Just go ahead and drain it to the other and consolidate it for another use. That's all there is to it. If you have any questions, leave a comment. I hope this helps somebody. Until next time, I hope y'all have a great day.